your shame, you know you wear it inside. Run away with all your lies, run away in your disguise, you know you don't fool me. You blame me for your boredom, you blame me for your pain.
Well, hello there, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Hi, Paul Mash, your host, of course. And I want to thank you for joining us. And again, the response just keeps getting better and better. And I can tell that you really do love the show, and we appreciate that. But if you're a first-time watcher and you'd like to get in touch with us after watching this interview, you know there are several ways you can do it. Just email me at pmashtv or pmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And you don't have to use it for fan mail. If you're a band or a solo artist and you want to be on the show, you can use that same email address. We'll respond back to you and we'll go from there. Also, go to facebook.com/PaulMashTV and like the page, and feel free to inbox me or even respond to the conversations and interviews we had. We love to hear from you there. And right now you're probably watching this on YouTube, and if you are, just click that link right there that says subscribe, and you'll keep up with all the latest interviews whenever they become available. So we hope you'll do that for us, and don't fret if you forgot any of what I just said. We got closing credit screen at the end of the show. Just pay attention to that and get a pen and paper ready and write that down, and we'll hope to hear from you then. Right now, from Malaga, Spain, we have Johnny Westood, a very talented country music singer, just like all of our other artists here. And I think you're really going to like the song at the end, so we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, here's a word from Click Jam. Don't go away. Well, hello, everybody. It's time for interview time again, and we have, from Malaga, Spain, we have Johnny Westood. Thanks for joining us, Johnny.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Paul.
Okay, well, it's good to have you here. Why don't we start by the obvious question about what was the idea of becoming a singer? I mean, I'm sure you had a good story behind why you decided to become a musician, so why don't you let us know about that?
Well, I think I've always wanted to be. I actually started out as an actor and a singer as well, and I was in musical theatre. That's what I was originally doing, and I co-owned a theatre company back where I was born in Cambridge in the UK, England, and I sort of moved to London. While I was in London, I was actually in a piano bar, and I was just singing. I was actually singing Rhinestone Cowboy. And I was picked up by an agent who hadn't got any country singers on her books. So the rest was history, really. I went off and I did country music. I think it was always in my blood because as a child, I used to stay at my grandparents and play with their records. And there was Jim Reeves and Slim Whitman and all that. I used to play all that. I think I knew all their records, all the old songs before I knew all the new songs, So I think I've always been a country boy, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and of course that song you were just mentioning, Rhinestone Cowboy, that was Glenn Campbell, I do believe, and I remember that from years ago.
Yeah.
Well, would he be like a big influence for you? Do you have other influences? I think you already mentioned a couple of them, but maybe you can mention.
Yeah. I suppose really he was probably the first influence. In fact, the first record I ever bought was Rhinestone Cowboy. How about that? It was the first one back in 1975, I believe. But yeah, of course, I've got other influences. I mean, there are so many. There are so many great country singers that I've always thought were amazing, like Merle Haggard and Don Williams. But I mean, my influences really are George Strait, Alan Jackson, and Garth Brooks. I mean, but I've got to say, I like Garth Brooks' older material more than I like the newer material that he's doing. To be honest, there's so many out there that are really good. I mean, Blake Shelton and people like that, Toby Keith, great artists. But I think, to be honest, my biggest influences are definitely Alan Jackson and George Strait for now, for sure. I mean, Alan Jackson, George Strait's latest song, "Every Little Honky Tonk Bar." There's a little plug for George. Hi, George, if you're watching. I do it in my show. You know, I've actually learned that. It's in my show. I do it in my set. You know.
Okay, yeah. Well, you can't go wrong with the oldies but goodies like the ones you mentioned. So those are always good ones to fall back on, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure you've had a lot of albums. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? If you have, we'd like to hear about that.
Yeah, I have. I've had a lot of albums which I've done of covers, which I sort of like get out at my shows, you know, stuff like that. But I've got my debut album came out, I suppose, Christmas time, 2018 Christmas. So not that long, just a few months really. It's an album called The Windows or the Walls, and it's a 10-track album. There's seven of the tracks on there were written by a great writer called David Alan Kirchner, and various others has been co-written, like Tony Tanner, and there's many. I think there's all in all about 8 writers for the whole album. There's so many. I'm trying to remember all the names now, because trying to remember each song and each writer, and now I'm trying to go through them now in my head. It's trying to remember them all. But yeah, it's a great album, and they're all these writers. They're all from America, from Nashville, and they contacted me on Facebook, and it was really bizarre. Really, Facebook's a good thing, you know. It's a great network tool, and yeah, they contacted me, and I just sort of cheekily said, because they introduced me, "Hi, I'm a songwriter from Nashville," and I went, "Oh, nice to meet you. Maybe you can write me a song." And the next thing I know, we're having this conversation backwards and forwards, and eventually I was sent God knows how many songs, probably 30. Yeah, and then I chose 10 out of those.
Okay, well, can you? I'm sure you can get that on digital format, like iTunes and so forth.
That is available.
Can you get the physical copies as well?
Physical copies, I'm having them do. I'm going to get them done now. Yeah, that's in the pipeline. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I guess for now we can get it on digital format then, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, you can download. And the beauty about like places like Amazon, even you can choose which. You don't have to have the whole album. You know, you might only like 5 songs on it, or 3, or maybe all of them. But you can choose how many you want. You know.
All right. Okay. Well, speaking of your music, we're getting ready to play a song by you in just a second. Can you tell us what the title of the song is and if there's a story behind it?
Just a Kiss. That would be the one. Yeah, that's my debut single. That was released actually Sunday by Ichota Records or Ichota. We'd had this conversation, haven't we?
Yeah.
I say Ichota, you say Ichota. So Records, yeah. My record label. They've released it out now on Sunday, and it's a great tune. It's a fun tune. It's got a bit of Spanish guitar in that, but it's a good country song. And I was actually, I've had the emails to tell me that originally that was penned possibly for George Strait.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's very, and when you hear the song, you'll see what I mean. It's very much something probably they would have brought out. I'm very lucky to have got this track. I feel very, very honoured. It was written by two great writers, Tony Tanner and Mike McFadden. Very, very great writers. And the song is very, very catchy. It's just a kiss, and it's just about a relationship. It's a love song, really. I mean, let's face it, most country songs are, aren't they? You know?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I just wanted one more kiss, just one more. Just give me one more kiss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's and of course I have heard the song, and I think it's a really great song, Johnny, and I think everybody out there will love that song too. And I do believe it's an official video. So we'll play that in just a minute, but I just want to let you know we appreciate you coming on the show, Johnny. If you ever want to come back again, we'd love to have you back sometime. If you have anything to plug.
I definitely would love to come back, and I'd like to take this opportunity also to wish you and my sister Tina a happy birthday. You share the birthday. You share a birthday.
Yeah, exactly. And for those out there, yes, today is my birthday, April 25th. So, so if anybody wants to wish me happy birthday, you're welcome to. So we'll go ahead and go now, and we'll watch Just a Kiss right now on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away.
Another traffic jam after a hard, long day. Lately we've both been a million miles away. So honey, when I get home, disconnect the telephone so we can have some time alone, if that'll be okay. All I'm hoping for is just one kiss. I'll only take a moment of your time. I'm not asking any more than this, although another would be fine. There's no reason for us to deny a little momentary bliss. Cross my heart and I hope to die. All I want is just a kiss. Sometimes the simple things can mean so much, like a gentle smile